I'm Mark Fiore. I'm a political cartoonist and animator. I'm self-employed, and I remember the pre-Obamacare days. It was the wild west of health insurance. Sick people couldn't get coverage, and the plan I had didn't cover anything I needed.
And I'm April Dembosky. I'm the health reporter at KQED Public Radio. The Affordable Care Act helped a lot of folks like Mark, but it has plenty of critics, too. Republicans spent months trying to repeal and replace it.
Which made me nervous. I get my insurance through the Obamacare marketplace in California.
Conservatives say these marketplaces are poorly designed and falling apart. Trump says he wants to let Obamacare explode. But he isn't just letting the markets explode on their own. He's planting the dynamite.
There are 3 strategies the Trump administration is using to undermine Obamacare.
First, they stop advertising how to shop for plans.
That might not sound like much, but it can have a big impact on the success of the healthcare law.
See, it's all about risk pools. Insurance companies can't have only sick or old people in their pool. They also need young, healthy people who won't need as much medical care, but will still pay in.
A balanced pool means lower premiums for everybody, young and old.
Marketing is the carrot that encourages healthy people to get coverage. If you're sick, you want insurance. No need to sell you on the idea.
But for healthy people like me, we might need convincing. Without marketing nudging us to buy a plan, insurers could end up with too many sick people.
Quick California caveat. Since California runs its own marketplace, the state sets its own marketing budget, and there are no plans to skimp here.
Marketing was the carrot. Now for the stick.
The government doesn't just entice people to buy coverage, it forces them to. If you don't, you have to pay a penalty at tax time.
This is the individual mandate. It's the most unpopular part of Obamacare. Many people just hate the idea of government telling them to buy insurance.
Within hours of his inauguration, President Trump signed an executive order telling government agencies to go easy on enforcement.
So the IRS held back.
This got insurance companies pretty worried that their risk pools would get out of whack. They started thinking about raising premiums.
But there's another California caveat.
State officials have been meeting for months with those jittery insurance companies. They're working to tweak the contracts so insurers can make up losses in future years, just in case the feds cause chaos in the markets next year.
Now, the third strategy. This one has health insurers really worried and could translate into much higher premiums for some of us.
President Trump has threatened to stop key payments to insurance companies. This money is used to give low-income customers discounts on their copays and deductibles.
The thinking is, when coverage is more affordable, people re-up their plan, so that risk pool stays healthy.
President Trump has referred to these cost-sharing subsidies as bailouts. He wants to get rid of them.
If he does, some premiums in California will go up by 25% next year.
That's double what the premiums would be if the payments stay.
California caveat time.
Cover California has figured out an accounting trick to make sure the people whose plans do go up by 25% will get a bigger subsidy to cover the extra costs.
So people won't feel it in the wallet as much.
But either way, some of the damage is already done. Anthem Blue Cross is walking away from more than half the market in California. The insurance company says not knowing if those cost-sharing subsidies were coming through made it too unpredictable to do business in the individual market.
So the threats from the White House and the overall uncertainty about the future of the Affordable Care Act, it's driving up rates and driving away insurers.
And for Trump, that seems to be the point. If the market explodes, perhaps that will force lawmakers to come up with a new healthcare plan. Repeal and replace didn't work. Maybe explode and replace will.
But for me, it just brings up bad memories of the Wild West days of the past.